This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. The next match on this pay-per-view, though, Slammiversary from 2017, is EC3 working with James Storm. These are two guys that are sort of TNA born and bred. They get 10 minutes and 37 minutes. It's a strap match. What'd you think of this EC3 win over James Storm? He winds up getting the win with the pedigree, and then they send a bunch of medical personnel all around James Storm. Chat me up.
I thought that EC3 was one of the most promising talents in all of TNA throughout his entire run there. For whatever reason, I don't think that it's been able to come out, and there was a mental block, and I don't think that my opinion was shared with others there. I think a lot of people, the general consensus was that he was not taken seriously because he didn't take the business seriously, that EC3 didn't take the business seriously. And I didn't see that. I saw a guy who came and looked for advice, try to apply it, but then he would apply it for a certain amount of time. Then he would go back into his own head and do what he thought, would be entertaining or funny. So sometimes EC3 could be his own worst enemy, but he definitely had the talent, definitely had personality.
I think people were really, really excited when they saw him sign with WWE, showed up at an NXT takeover in the crowd, and people were really pumped about what that could mean for him in the future. James Storm, again, we mentioned he was at a Full Sail episode of NXT, and people lost their minds like, oh my gosh, it's finally happening. Neither one really had sustained success in WWE. Why do you think that is? It's just, it's
a different animal,
right?
I think it's small fish, or what is it?
Big fish, small pond. Yeah.
For both of those guys. And James has always been one that as soon as you get to a point with James where he's over and in a story and doing well, it just seems to fizzle out.
Well, I hope that they both find, what they're looking for in wrestling. EC3 looks like a real life action figure, and he's always had tremendous promos, but it does feel like for whatever reason, he couldn't keep whatever sustained momentum he would get with WWE. And you've said before, and I want to paraphrase, but you mentioned it on a show in passing, something along the lines of, you feel like at different times, maybe James Storm is scared of his own success or something like that.
I do. I think that James is very talented, but I think that as soon as he gets to that point of, all right, we're ready to go, something inevitably happens that will take it away. And 9 times out of 10, it's been James that has not been able to take it to that next level.
Well, I hope he has fun. I've enjoyed his work, even back to the America's Most Wanted days in TNA, and a great guy in real life. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.